When I got to zero and I realized, I said, hey, wait. Grego, Iogorchi. Here to get bread for the kids. Their bread is a bit different from ours. Grego, Iogorchi. Back from my eventful morning. I'll tell you guys about it when I get in. Like my sister said, God catch me today. Like, honestly. I love these colors. They're very autumny colors. Because Brazilian bipolar weather last week was really warm and today it's cold. Hi guys. Gosh, you can see the Gucci bags under my eyes. So I slept with my daughter last night and I never sleep properly when I sleep with her. My husband just finished, I think not 6 months. He just finished like a week ago, praying for the nations. So it started in January. That was the instruction that the Lord gave him to pray for all the nations of the earth with a group of people online every day at about, I think, 11 our time. So we have people joining from all over the world, which is amazing. I never joined in because I was always stuck with Rainbow. So since he has finished that, he's taken over sleeping with my daughter because my son sleeps much better. It's kind of give me a break so that I can sleep better at night. But last night, I think we didn't switch. I usually put her to bed and he puts my son to bed and then we switch, but we didn't switch. So I slept with her. She's a very restless sleeper and she likes to sleep on me a lot. So she wakes up, sleeps on me, And then I have to like, when she slept, I have to like put her back on the bed. So that whole dance for most of the night. And then she wakes up between 6 and 7 to have her morning bottle. And sometimes she falls asleep immediately. But sometimes she doesn't. So I'm there. This morning I was rocking her for quite a bit. And then I looked at the time and I just felt like there was no need for me to go back to sleep. So I came out, I prayed, worshipped with my guitar a bit. My husband joined me at some point. He woke up and joined me and we just really prayed for a bit and worshipped. But yeah, Gucci bags. So I look and I feel a bit more tired, even though I just had a nap. So maybe that's why my eyes also look more tired than usual. But yeah, I said that I was going to just you guys this morning. I opted to take my husband takes my son to school. I pick him up on Fridays. But my husband does all the school runs. So I opted to take him. Sorry, I'm just gonna. I hope you guys will be able to hear me because I want to try and wash dishes, wash bottles, and stuff like that. I realized if I'm going to be doing this vlogging thing, I can't wait for perfect moments because I'm in a country where I don't have house help. Me and my husband are each other's help, right? And he's with my daughter right now, so I'm doing the cleanup. But this morning I opted to take my son to school. I was like, okay, I need to get, some walking in my routine. I'd like to do some walking. And I think it's really cold. Like I said, I think I've said earlier that Sao Paulo weather is pretty bipolar. Last week it was like 33 degrees and today it's like 14 degrees or thereabout. At night it was about 6 or 7 degrees. So baby, you want to come in? So I opted to take my son to school this morning so that I could get, his school, thankfully, the Lord really just provided the school. His school is about 7 minutes from the house. Obviously, when we're strolling with him, it takes a bit longer, about 10 minutes. But if we're doing quick steps, about 5 to 7 minutes from the house. So I opted to take him to school. And I come out, and usually, we live on the 12th floor. Usually, both lifts are always working or one is working. If one is being maintained, then the second one is working. We've never had both of them out at the same time. So I come out, the front lift isn't working. I'm like, okay, fine, let's go to the back. And the back lift is clearly not working. And I'm like, so I'm thinking that, okay, maybe because they feel like most people have gone to work, we'll just quickly do both at the same time. I don't know what happened. And we're already running late. And my husband was like, okay, don't worry, I'll take him, come and get Rainbow. But I was just like, see, I've been saying I want to do some sort of exercise. Let me just do this thing. Let's just go. So I just carried my son, he was about 2.5. I carried him and we started, quote unquote, sprinting down the stairs, 12 floors in my head. I was like, okay, 12 floors, I can do this. The most I've done was in our Airbnb before we moved here. That was about 6 floors, and I did that when I was heavily pregnant. In fact, I'm sure that was what even helped me go into labor. But I did that. And I remember thinking as I was going down the stairs, I wasn't even looking at the number of floors. I was just going. And then I remember at some point I looked up and I saw it was just the 8th floor. And I was like, Jesus. I was like, what? Hey, God. I'm still just at the 8th floor carrying this boy. I kept going. I think the hard part was when I got to ground floor. I was counting. I was like, okay, we're about to get to 0. We're about to get to 0. And then I got to 0 and I realized that I had completely miscalculated. So in our condo, floor zero has the playground, it has the gym, it has the different amenities, like it has the sports area, it has an area where you can sit outside. That's floor 0. Then you have -3, -2, -1, which is parking. And then you have -4, which is actual street level. In my haste and in my enthusiasm and in my my zeal of the Lord to do this exercise this morning, I forgot that zero. When I got to zero and I realized, I said, hey, wait. I put my son down. He was already running to the playground. I said, please come back. I put him down. I took a deep breath and we continued for the next 3 or 4 floors, and we got to street level. And because of that, we're already running late. I know my son's steps are small, so I still had to carry him like half of the way, put him down here, carry him there, and then we got to the last part, which I think I have a picture. I don't have a video, and you can't even really imagine the hill. The last stretch to his school is steep. Sao Paulo is very hilly. I did not expect that. That is one thing I didn't expect. It's actually very hilly. The streets are very steep. And yeah, so you feel it. It's a natural exercise. We got to that bit, and I usually, because again, he's quite slow, I usually carry him for most of it. This time, after the morning exercise I just had, I carried him halfway and I was just panting the rest of the way. Honestly, when I dropped him off and I got to the grocery store, I called my husband. I said, thank God that they didn't carry your wife away in an ambulance, because I forgot that this thing is not just 12 floors, it's actually 16 floors. My legs were shaking, my legs were literally quivering. But yeah, that's what happened to me today. So I'm not making that mistake again. I will do my exercise in another way.